Hey, this is Chris with A1 Transmission. Today we're going to talk about some 68 RFE stuff, stacking up the back half and some of the upgrades and updates that we do on the 68s when we build them. Enjoy. As you can see here, on the 68 RFE, the planetary pins like to loosen up and fall down in the gear train, and when it does that, it tears up everything in here, tears up the planetary, tears up everything. So what we do is we come in here and we weld the pins on the bottom, and then we machine it back off to where it's clean and cut the welds back off. But that keeps the pins from loosening up and killing the gear train in the back of the 68 RFE. I don't see a lot of your other big box builders aren't doing that. Some of your higher end builders do that type of stuff, but that's a crucial thing that needs to be done in every 68 RFE build to keep it from killing the gear train eventually with higher miles. So that gets done. Of course, every bearing surface area gets micro polished, as you can see. We feel like that cuts down on your wear areas, especially when you're putting a new bushing in every other piece that mates to it, not just OE bushings, but upgraded bushings. So as you can tell in here, we upgrade to bronze bushings. Every component gets new bronze bushings. Some of them have a larger load surface area on them than the OE bushings. Every 68 gets all new Torrington bearings, brand new out of the package in every position in the unit, because we've seen a lot of them crack and break and cause other failures. So every bearing, every bushing, in every position gets upgraded, gets treated. Your input drum, fourth gear clutch hub, gets polished because it goes through two sets of bushings, and we actually chamfer the oil holes to relieve stress. So that's something a lot of other places aren't doing. Every drum is air checked, new sealing rings, again, new bushings in the top, new sealing rings, new Torrington bearing. Your overdrive clutch count is increased in here. You have 2 more overdrive frictions in the drum. Pump modifications. Every pump gear gets polished. The mating area inside the front cover gets polished in there. The pump gears are extremely polished. Your hydraulics are all updated. You get a line to lube pressure regulator valve, Sonax one put in the pump. And of course you can tell, new sealing rings, new bushing again, and all the hydraulics fixed inside the pump. Low reverse drum. Your roller clutch is upgraded in here, and your bushing's upgraded here. Of course, a new piston in the bottom. Everything's measured, set up the spec, and right where it should be. So let's go ahead and load the low reverse drum in the case. Low reverse drums in the case. Snap rings orientated in the correct position. We're going to load the output shaft. We're going to lube up the bearing surface, bushing surface of the output shaft. So output shaft, low planet, new bearing, and new bushing inside the output shaft. Again, new bushing, everything else checked. Move that in there. (2C) backing plate. Friction. Steel. Friction. Steel. Friction. That's your 2C clutch pack. It's your snap ring for your center support to rest on. New bearing, another new bearing, 2 new bushings. And that's ready for your center support to go in.